We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Set, first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anymore.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Puts him in the spin cycle. Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Houston wants to play fast. The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You see more and more of this in college football. They hand it off in the jet sweep on short yardage. This time the defense was not fooled at all. They were locked in. Get the receiver to the ground. No first down for you.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Give to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Woods. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot. He gets outside the pocket. And a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The play action fake. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to run, it's Cobb. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, in that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Looking downfield, it's Woods. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, we knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the first down?
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They want to run this quarterback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get to him. Getting some heat. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get laddered up.
Wide out in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Woods. Looking to scramble. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him. Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. Motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, finding Illini. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shame that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Floating away. He'll turn it loose out to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. On the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they get so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They'll take a pass on the 46-yard field goal, try and go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
This time it's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Back to pass, it's Woods. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They'll throw it on 1st down. Scrambling away. And they got him for the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Houston offense comes onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Stands in and takes the hit. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Houston. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Looking to throw, it's Woods. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Illinois right back to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Working that left side.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
Finds a man in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Got his man quick.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
They're working that left side. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And with that pass right there, Over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Moving the running back, trying to get the deep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illini. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Handoff from the gun. Shows him the stiff arm. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. This is a designed run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there and there down to the 24.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They come up short. It's not going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short coming.
Throws to the wideout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Woods. Forced out of the pocket. He's looking on the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback keeper. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. This quarterback part of their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Woods. Quarterback extends the play. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this game.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They go to the ground. At at the 35. He's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. He'll ride his man on the option. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Houston.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. as a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Cougars! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
28.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
He's loose. He's at the 40. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the ground. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Timeout, Illinois.
Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on fourth and goal. Snap it to the back. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Woods. Pocket starts to collapse. Still running at the 40. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they